Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today we are going to be making some baby or fresh Digimon. So let's get started. So in order to create these models, I went to my trusty Fusion 360 to create them. I knew they'd just be a little blob, sort of like the slimes I created in here, so I took the same approach. I just went to the sculpting environment and selected a quad ball and kind of pushed that into the shape that I needed for the body, and then did the same thing for the ears. And you'll see me just kind of take the same approach with all of these. They're really pretty simple shapes. These are actually a pretty good test for the sculpting environment if you're not used to it. They can get you used to it pretty quickly. And then you'll see me going in and adding the face details with sketches. And I basically just create the sketch and extrude it out, then intersect the bodies and either push in or pull out. So all of the details follow the geometry of the body, but they are physically there and it adds to the print a bit. And actually with this leaf one here, you can see that I originally went to sculpting, but it was giving me some weird like indentations that I didn't really want. So I ended up noticing that the silhouette was basically what I wanted, and so I just went into the sculpting environment, took the silhouette of the sculpted body that I was taking, and then revolved it. I probably should have revolved it in the first place since it's basically like a teardrop shape or a water droplet, but I obviously wasn't thinking properly. So that was my solution, and it worked pretty well. And then for this like puddle of slime guy, I kind of went with the same thing. I just created some more subdivisions, pushed them down, and pushed and pulled in towards the bottom to make the sort of melting effect that he has. And then I just cut off the bottom part so he was flat on the bottom, and it looked like it worked out pretty well. Then I sent them over to my Robo3D for printing. I'm using Robo3D PLA, printed all of them at a 0.1mm layer height, just to get as much details as possible. And some of them need support, some don't. Like you can see the little guy with leaves here definitely needs support. And after they were done with printing, I handed them off to my wife, and she did her normal process. And luckily these guys were small enough and they came out decently well. She didn't have to sand them too much, so I was pretty happy about that. But she just primed them with a bunch of filler primer and reattached on the leaves because it broke off of the leaf guy. And then began painting with her acrylic paints and paintbrush. And upon watching all this footage, I noticed she kind of had a pattern with these. She painted the dark colors first. And I think that was mostly because they were either the big base coat or they were sort of the sunken in details. And I know from listening to her talk that painting light colors over dark colors is really hard to do and sometimes just can't really be done. So I think what she was doing was trying to apply the darker color, mainly black, to all of the areas that needed it that were either sunken in or the main body, being careful not to spread the black onto the areas that weren't black, and then she went in with the lighter colors after that and filled in the details. But as you'll notice with some of them that have black eyes that stick out, she added that after the main color. So there's actually quite a bit of thought that goes into the process of which paints to apply first. And then, of course, after she was done painting all of them, she sprayed them with the clear coat just to give them that extra shine. We are left with Botamon, Punimon, Pabumon, and Nyokimon. I believe I'm saying those all correctly. Don't skewer me too bad if I'm not. Well, there you have it. I absolutely love these little guys. I will definitely be doing more of these because in the first season of Digimon, there were kind of 8 main Digimon, and these were kind of the first stage in their evolutionary line. So I've only done 4 here, but there are 4 more. So I plan to do those soon, and then I will just be moving up the evolutionary stages and trying to make some of the first season Digimon. And that all started with this guy right here. I wasn't really sure how my audience would react to Digimon because I know the show wasn't huge in America. I know it was pretty big in Japan, but I watched it as a kid, loved it, and I absolutely love these little guys. But the last video that I posted had a hugely positive response. It didn't get a ton of views, but the people who watched it left very positive comments, and it seemed like Digimon was a part of their younger life as well. So I am very happy to be bringing these guys here, and I can't wait to do some of the bigger ones. Alright guys, as always, links to these files are down in the description if you wanted to print some of them for yourself. And also down there you'll find the link to my second channel, which has the full unedited modeling video of these guys, and the full painting video, sped up a little bit. But you can see everything that my wife did to post-process these guys. And also in the last video I did a poll, and I think that's kind of fun, so let's just do one for fun here. Check the eye up in the corner. I'm going to put a poll up there. Just let me know what your favorite of the main 8 Digimon were. I will put them in their rookie form like Agumon, and I'll also put an option up there if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So, alright guys, you know what time it is. Let's put these up on the shelf. So first of all, you might have noticed that I rearranged the shelves a bit. An explanation for that is coming, and a full video will be up. I'm kind of touring my new set here, so I'm just going to put these guys on their own little shelf here, because I mentioned I will be doing more Digimon, so expect that to come before too long. There we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching.